I promise you, pause that last frame, read through those. They're hilarious. Let me know which one you are in the comments. Today's coffee by 1,000 Faces. Picked this up in Athens. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I would have posted this on my Insta story. Not sponsored, but it's good. Oh family med, oh family med. This rotation has been, quite honestly, a sleeper rotation. I did not expect to like it as much as I did, and I gotta say, it's got its respectable charm to it. You guys know me. My goal is to enter a specialty where I will never have to wear business casual again and just show up in scrubs. But hey, at least I look decently good going to work every day. So this rotation is about the closest you will get to a classic 9-to-5 type work life. I go to my clinic that is literally about maybe 2 minutes away from where I live, and get this for ironic, it is right in front of the hospital that I was born at. So talk about a full circle moment. But yeah, my days normally start at like 8:45, 9 o'clock, because the first patients are scheduled at 8, but they don't really roll up until like 8:30, and then by that time the nurse sticks them for lipids or A1C. Basically get there ready to see them at 8:45 or 9 o'clock, which is by far the latest that I've had to go in on any rotation. My workstation is over there, my laptop, all the way down here with all of our rooms. And then normally I would just peek over and then go grab one of the clipboards with the room info and the patient info, and I'd prepare over here and then go into the room and see the patient. Quick tour of the room. Computer, notes, patients, all of this, and then it's pretty basic exam room setup. Usually they bring us a ton of food here every day. It's amazing. Free food really is the way to a med student's heart. The best part. And just like that, all done for the day. A little bit later of a day today. Some patients didn't show until 10-15 minutes past their appointment time, but what can you do? That's clinic life. Okay, I would consider myself more of an introverted extrovert, meaning like put me in the situation to be social and talk to people all the time. I'll be able to do it absolutely no problem, but my social battery is tiny. And once that social battery drains, I need to go home and recharge. And that's kind of the feeling I have coming home from family med every day. Now, don't get me wrong, I love talking to the patients and hearing their life story, but it reminds me of when I worked as a barista. I feel like I'm putting my customer service voice on for like 9 to 5. And man, am I exhausted. Dixie, high five. High five. girl. Ultrasound practice. Just not on the dog. That was Carter's aorta, not the dog's aorta. I want that to be clear. Good job. As far as patient presentations go, Family Med has, at least in my opinion, one of the more beautifully simplistic cases. What I see a lot of is a lot of wellness visits with a priority on preventative care, which is all great, but it's rare to see anyone really with an acute illness besides like COVID. Oh my. I think I love family medicine. Is it a little sad that I spend the entire day talking to my patients about low sodium, low fat diets, most of them diabetics with high cholesterol, and then we get fed Chick-fil-A pasta and catering from who knows where every single day at lunch? I guess this is why I had to work out every single day this entire rotation. I might need to do a lipid and A1C blood test by the end of this all. But contrary to what the trays of burrito ingredients in my trunk and the largest bag of tortilla chips I've ever seen would suggest, family medicine has actually been the first rotation that I've seen everybody from the attendings to the front desk personnel to the nurses and MAs all prioritize physical and mental wellness, which is kind of sad in its own right because I shouldn't be surprised. I think for the first time in any of my rotations, I've actually gotten a chance to take care of myself. Actually getting the chance to get in daily workouts. Shout out my brother over here. I've actually been able to keep a regular eating schedule too. And finally, actually keep a healthy, regular sleeping schedule. Hey Google, turn off my lights. All because the people around me at the clinic have led and set by a really, really healthy example. Our medical assistant has lost 80 pounds in the last 6 months to the point where patients have literally asked her to her face where she was. And my attending spends every lunch either eating with his family or putting in an hour on the stationary bike or doing laps swimming at the pool. Hell, this guy has a squat rack in his office because that's just how he rolls and how healthy he is. Everyone that I worked with walked their talk and performed exactly the healthy practices that they preach to the patients. Now, I don't really know whether it's the patient cases are a little bit simpler or it's the fact that I've gone through OB, internal medicine, neuro, and psych, and with the exception of pediatrics, I've basically covered all the information at this point to theoretically do well on family medicine, but I've actually felt decently confident in my exams, my presentations, my assessment and plans, and I've been getting a lot right. I think safe and welcome have been the two words that come to mind when I reflect over my experience on family medicine rotation. I remember one morning being super upset about something that happened personally the day prior, and I came in that morning and my medical assistant noticed and my attending noticed, and I think we've all just been expected to just tough it up, get over it, and move on with the day. But my attending offered, and I think almost borderline ordered me to take the day off, to figure everything out, to get my mind in the best state, to best take care of the patients that we were seeing that morning. And my medical assistant would come and make sure every day that I ate, it would make sure that I was having a good morning, and all the nurses within the practice would come around and hug me just to make sure I was okay. My sweet medical assistant, Gail, she's just the sweetest old grandma, would make sure to pack up any leftovers from the lunch so that I could take it home and help feed my brother. And because she knew that I was possibly interested in anesthesia, she helped guide me through and let me practice my blood draws. My attending and I bonded over our love for photography and coffee, funny enough. And many of the partners within the practice all grew up with each other, so in between patients, the dynamic of the practice was all like a bunch of old high school friends just cutting it up with each other, all while being some of the most compassionate and caring primary care physicians for their patients. And it was confirmed by their patients, because every time I talked to them, people that they've been seeing for decades, it was nothing but high praise for the doctors, and I think, heartwarmingly enough, me. I promise you, nothing will give you more confidence in the world than the sweet old grandma telling you that you're gonna be a great doctor one day. But no, seriously, I felt like I had a grandma, a father, multiple uncles, all away from home in this big, happily, hey, ironic, family environment within the practice I was at. And I think that has been the main reason I've been the most relaxed I have ever been on my clinical rotations, and consequently the most correct and confident I've ever been in delivering all my presentations, assessment and plans, and just delivering overall care to the people that come through the clinic. Hello. Now, is it ironic that I love a rotation in a specialty that I have zero interest in going into? A little bit. Family med is still a little bit slower paced for me. I like to take care of more acute people, more in an inpatient setting than an outpatient setting. But I am thankful for people and specialties that I find very underrated, and, well, places that make me appreciate primary care and love medicine a little bit more. And all I can say is I'm thankful. So hopefully my attending likes Vietnamese coffee. And you know I got the presents for the homies. Some thank you cards, flowers, and the Krispy Kreme. Last day of family med. One last time. One last plate of free food. And just like that, family medicine is over. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody at this clinic for the incredible 6 weeks. See you guys on Pediatrics.